Alright, I think that's all. I think we're all good. All fine and dandy. Hold on. There we go. YouTuber Robot, hello, welcome to the stream. Nolly, welcome. How we all doing tonight? Or morning, depending on where you are. Okie dokie. Good, I'm glad. It's good to hear. So, got all these pieces. Got him done. Remember, these are the arms I was wanting to do. Right? Remember where I put those. We should have found all these pieces before I started streaming, but it's fine. This piece, there we go. I believe that's all of them. Guess we'll find out. Okay. Where's my Yo, Cassie, welcome to the stream. We're doing a little bit of a paint stream. Hot gossip. Interesting, interesting. I am intrigued. Hello, Spark After Code. Welcome. Alright. This guy is pretty much all painted, so we don't need to paint him anymore. We just need to paint his legs, really. And I guess his torso. So let's get the torso painted. Let's see, how did I make his skin tone again? talk that you had with a crazy guy. What happened? What did he do? Let's start exploring, I guess. I know I used yellow ochre, and then I kind of just added some burnt sienna and some white to it. So we're just gonna try that until we get something. Oh, just dang. Jeez. Okay. Let's grab some yellow ochre then. Take this, that right about there. Let's get this yellow ochre down. Come on. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. But I started to notice some manipulative qualities. Well, I hate to be that guy, but your first clue should have been that he came from Roblox. I'm gonna be real. But, damn, that's spooky. I freaking hate people who act pretty chill, and then as soon as you go into Discord with them, they are weird. Unfortunate. Pisses me off. Did he say anything super weird to you, or was he just being a creep? Oh, good. Good job. Good on you for warning other people as well. Absolute Chad move. Okay, let's mix these together. I might have put a little too much burnt sienna in there. We're about to find out. It needs some white though. So we're gonna, where's my white? I have 2 whites here. Gonna put these 2. Just a little dab of white, if you will. A little smidge. Okay. Oh no, looks kind of questionable to me. I feel like it needs something. Currently working on the animation contest. Just had to restart though. Ooh, that is rough. I always hate scrapping something. But I'm glad you're working on it. I am excited to see it. I've got an entry already submitted, and it was pretty dope. I was surprised. I was like, what the frick? You're already done? Yeah, hating on others for no reason. Very uncool. Very unrad. And don't worry, you're not scaring viewers away. You're chilling. You're an OG, Cassie. And, not an OG, but an OG. Damn! Get Chris Hansen on this. In on this, bro. Call his ass over. I should have known from the fact that it was Roblox, though. I'll be real. I should have already guessed that, but does there have to be a Coliseum? No, there does not. The theme Gladiator is just kind of for funsies, because I like gladiators, and I thought it would be fun to give a theme, but you don't have to adhere to it. You're all good. Just do whatever you want. It just has to be a fight scene, and it has to be longer than 30 seconds, or 30 seconds minimum. And no copyrighted music. And other than that, you have free reign. Unless you, like, do some voice acting and put some slurs in there, then maybe not free reign, but, you know. I don't want to limit people too much. They can do what they want to do. As long as people are having fun with it, that's what I mainly want. Okay. I think there needs to be a little tiny bit more burnt sienna. And some more white. Ooh, in Blender, eh? Damn. That's, seems flawed. Also, I would not bet on them deleting that face picture. Just, sorry to break it to you, but I do not think they're going to. Unfortunately. It's not really their style. Big companies, they like to have, your biometrics. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say this on stream, but when YouTube did some age verification bullcrap, and they were like, "Oh, you have to send us a picture or your ID to show how my brain just turned off." That's crazy. Show how old you are. People started using screenshots of characters from, I think it was Expedition 33, and it actually passed, and the AI believed it. So that's pretty funny, and a good way to get around it. Kind of chill now. GBL Adventures, hi buddy. Ollie man, what's up? Got a question for me, my mans? What am I painting? I am painting a figure. I am painting the character Will from the Shattered Isles. Bro, your animations are great. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Alright, I guess we're just gonna get to painting and see if it comes out the right shade. If it doesn't, I'm gonna be slightly sad. Yeah, the updates that they've been doing on multiple platforms for age verification have just been not really that great. Mainly because they're not actually doing it for like the safety of minors. They're doing it so that they can get biometrics and get your data, because that is what they like to do. The more news I hear about YouTube as well and the choices they're making, I slowly feel more and more like I chose the wrong time to join the YouTube scene. Which is unfortunate. because there isn't really much of a U in YouTube right now. It's more like AI tube. Yeah. And they don't want to get sued, that's true, yeah. That is true. On other news, though, good news on the internet scene. Hytale is doing well and has freaking, I think, 2,800 mods now, and it's only been a few days after release. Is crazy. You know, I guess you say you're underrated. Thank you, my mans. 100k subs. That would be insane. I think I'd probably have a stroke, a heart attack, something. Some medical thing would happen to me. Sorry. How did I gain so many subs in such a short amount of time? I'll tell you my secret. I uploaded a repo animation, and like a week or two after I uploaded it, it just randomly blew up. I have no idea why it blew up. It just blew up. And then after that, I uploaded a K-pop Demon Hunters animation while that was big, and that proceeded to blow up even more. Although I do have to say, I'm pretty sure most of the people who watched or subscribed for both my repo and my K-pop Demon Hunter things don't actually watch most of my other animations. They realized I wasn't gonna make any more K-pop Demon Hunters ones, and they were like, ah, Rick, we gotta dip. But I do want to make another animation from that movie, because it is a really good movie. I really enjoyed it. Alrighty. Is this sticky tack? Is there sticky tack on this? Get it off. Get off of there, sticky tack. You said you knew me. That is hilarious. Totally okay with that. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. Fire music in the background, you know? Thank you. Most of it is... There's a lot of Terraria. There's no Terraria. Well, there's a little bit of Terraria music in there. Most of it's Undertale music and an artist, copyright-free artist called... where is it? Oh, I must have gotten rid of those songs. Never mind. Most of these are just remixes, lo-fi remixes of game music that I like. Nah, don't feel guilty, you're fine. I mean, even if you had said my channel too, what's he gonna do? Come and leave a mean comment? Like, bruh. You think I care? Nah, you chill, you chillin'. And hey, if it helped make the situation not as awkward and dangerous for you, then by all means. Alright. Let's see. Okay, let's not put that on fresh paint. Put that there to dry. How's this one dry? That one's still wet. Okay, so... Oh! Frick, I just realized I'm painting that's the wrong color. Whoops. That's the... Awesome. I got to rage bait somebody and I wasn't even aware of it. That's... I love that. Okay, let's put this in the water for right now. And let's start disassembling this leg. Because, let's move this over here really quickly. Perfect. There we go. Let's disassemble this leg. How do I disassemble the leg again? I gotta take this off. I've got a question for you all. In this series I'm working on, the Shattered Isles, all of the characters, or at least the human characters, because Elite, this guy right here, also, he has a new hammer that's actually not humongous, so I can actually animate with it. That's dope. Anyways, he's a robot, so he doesn't need pants. That's why he just wears a hoodie. Same with Elizabeth here. She also wears this dress. This is not the dress she's gonna have, by the way. This is just like something we got from the thrift store. I currently need to make her actual piece of clothing. But for the human characters, I figured it would be pretty weird if they didn't have pants on. So I was thinking of just painting their legs to look like they're wearing pants, because I really don't want to have to sew pants, because they're hard to animate in, and they have to be baggy so that they don't interfere with the animation. But then you're limited to like sweatpants, and not everybody's gonna walk around wearing sweatpants, right? So like, I was wondering, would you all think painted on pants would be weird? Like for this guy, Will, having his legs painted like black or something to look like pants. Would that be weird? Or no? Let's see. True. That would be a little weird with humans, though. That would be a brilliant idea if I wasn't planning on using green screen backgrounds. Because that would just make them not have legs. Everybody's just a floating torso in this world. What the frick is this? Oh, it's part of the paintbrush, okay. I gotta pull up my reference thing. Where's my reference? Hold on, where's my phone? Let's just pull it up on there. I think I have Will's reference artwork on here, I assume. Let me see. I've got to, right? Yeah, I do. Hello. Let me save that. A little sneak peek. That's true. I could have just a floating, or a guy that was floating body parts with a green screen. Does this come up good on camera? No, not at all. Also, how is the focus on here? I just realized. It's not very good. Anyways, I was gonna show this picture, but it does not look good at all. What was the color pants I gave this Will again? Oh yeah. Like a reddish gray. Okay, how does one make reddish gray? You start with black, obviously. I really need something to mix this paint that isn't my paintbrush. You know what? We're gonna use the sword. This is now the paint sword, and it's going to be used for mixing paint from here on out. I have no figures that this goes to. This used to go to, like, I can't remember what they're called, but they're like a grayscaled art action figures so that you can like pose them for art. I bought it off of Amazon. No, I bought it off of the website for, I don't even remember or how much, but it was kind of expensive at the time. And I think, oh my gosh, what the frick? I think I got scammed. I think it was not nearly as good of quality as I expected it to be. I'll be real. The action figure broke like within a week of me using it. I have some of the animations that I made with him though, I think. Still somewhere. Where? Who knows? Nobody knows. It's between God and the hard drive on my computer. Okay, let's mix some white and some black. Okay, let's mix this black and this white. Get a nice gray going. This isn't nearly as enough paint as I'm gonna need, so I'm gonna need to add some more. But let's also put this so that you guys can actually see the paint I'm making. Quick question, because I'm drinking a Dr. Pepper, not a Dr. Pepper, a root beer right now. What's your all's favorite type of soda? Like, is it root beer, Dr. Pepper, which is the bomb? That's my favorite. Fanta. Does anybody have, is Fanta anybody's favorite soda? I don't really like Fanta. Mainly just because it's so orange. Like, it's unnaturally orange. It scares me. I don't drink soda, unfortunately. I mean, honestly, it's probably good. It's not really the best for you. But, what's your favorite drink in general, then? Tea? Coffee? Don't drink coffee. If you're gonna drink coffee, drink tea. Like, come on. Do I have a red? I do have a red. Pina colada, damn. Got a fancy guy up in here. Oh, okay, we've lost him. Just a little bit of red, not very much red at all. I've lost the lid to the red paint. Hold on, I gotta go down on the floor and get this. And try not to bonk my headset up against the table, because that would suck. Alrighty. Okay, maybe I don't use the sharp part of the sword. Maybe I should have just not mixed this paint on already existing paint. Maybe that's where my issue is arising from. I think it is. Okay, hold on. Let's see, do I have another paint thing? Because I forgot to wash this one. I do. The only thing I should, I remember having another one. Where it went though. It went it off. Okay, we're gonna give up on painting the legs for right now, and we're gonna switch to get off the sword paint. We're gonna switch to painting a spear. Is the one of the main weapons for my entry into the collaboration. Because although the character will usually uses swords, like dual wielding swords, I have this really cool scene in mind that I want to animate with a spear. So he's going to use a spear for this animation. Now the question is just how to paint a spear. I think we do silver first for the tip of the spear. Let's get some silver up in here. There we go. And right here it's white. It's kind of blended into the background, but here it is. Here's the spear. Let's first start with just painting the tip of the spear silver and go from there. Once we have this base silver layer done, we'll do a second layer after it dries to actually get that silver that we're looking for. Beautiful. Let's put that right there. And now, let's go back to, where did I put that? Paper towel. Let's clean off this brush. Let's go back to painting this midsection. Okay, now knocked the spear off. Over it. Okay, put that back. There we go. Jeez. Spooky. Don't want to get silver paint all over my tape. Wouldn't be that hard to clean off, actually. But still would prefer to avoid it from happening. Keep it from happening. Avoid it. Ba-da-da-da. Let's get the inside painted a little bit as well, just so that it looks decent from every camera angle. And then let's do that. There we go. Alrighty, there's that one painted fully for the first layer. Is there anything on this one that I need to touch up? Touch up the back. It looks like it might need another layer of this paint. There we go. Anything else? Anywhere on the arms, on the head? Not really. Yeah. Hey, stop action. What's up, my man? We are currently having a chill paint stream where I paint Will, which is a Shattered Isles character. I think we just do like good old standard standard burnt sienna for the handle of the spear. Wait, airsoft? Damn, I'm jealous. Freaking love airsoft. I just never get to play it. So there's nowhere around me to play airsoft at without driving for hours. Yeah, don't scroll up or you might see the interaction Cassie had with a certain Roblox person. I mean, what? I don't know what. What the frick? There's a bug in my face. What the frick? That wasn't chill. Very unchill of you. Bug. What's airsoft like? It's like a cooler paintball. I'm kidding. Please don't kill me. Burnt sienna, where you at? You are. Fun, crazy, and intense. Those are all true when it comes to airsoft. It also hurts sometimes, depending on where you get shot. Freaking can absolutely ruin your day. never played paintball either. Only laser. Yeah, I haven't actually ever played paintball either. But I've heard that it's not actually that bad paintball. It's just all of the like professional paintball videos that I see, it just looks so not fun. It's basically shooting each other with fake guns. It's like a more airsoft is more like a more extreme version of Nerf. That's what that is. If I had to put a like compare it to something. It's like a more realistic, more extreme Nerf war. Add a little bit of blue to this. You might be wondering, why the hell are we adding blue to it? That makes no sense. To that I say color theory. That is why. Something I know nothing about. The blue should make the brown darker without making it too dark. Because if you add black to this brown, then it's gonna just become like really muted and really like not good. I'm gonna need a little bit more blue than that. Okay. Maybe 2 drops possibly? Perhaps. Okay, this might be too much blue. We're about to find out. Nope, it's looking like it's perfect amount. Let's go. I'm a genius. I'm not. But we did get what we wanted. We wanted a darker brown. We got a darker brown out of it. So, we go and we draw in the, Damn. I thought you called me a nerd for a second. About to be hurt. Not really. I absolutely am a nerd. The fact that I can tell you even slightly what the FNAF lore is tells you that I am a nerd. Don't even get me started on Halo lore. Okay, bug, could you not? Why must bugs interrupt me when I'm doing things I like? They fly in my face and are freaking annoying. Toy Elder, hey, what's up, man? I know the FNAF lore up until the new FNAF lore because I'm like, okay, I don't know what has happened. I don't know what's happening with the new games. I don't know what Steel Wool is doing. I'm confused. Why is there freaking Faz Goop? What is Faz Goop, dude? What the hell is that? I miss when it used to be simply convoluted instead of convoluted. What do we got here? We've got me painting a character from the Shattered Isles, Will. One of the main characters of the Shattered Isles. And I actually painted this bit of Will like a while ago. And then I haven't painted the rest until now. Because I'm lazy. And I just couldn't find the motivation to paint it. But now I have no excuse because I'm streaming it, so I mean, what else am I gonna do? Sit here and talk for hours? I'd rather do some crazy things than talk for hours. because I have no idea what I'm doing or talking about most of the time. Four Nights at Freddy's. Would you rather take a long fall or play with a volleyball? I have a feeling this is from a... Seems like a rhyme that I don't know. Let's put some brown on the end there. See the fresh snow or go to a comedy show? Honestly, fresh snow, bro. Give me my snowboard and I am going onto that powder. I am diving down that hill and then I am probably going to land on my face because I'm not good at snowboarding, but it'll be fun nonetheless. Green eggs and ham, dude? Who summoned the Riddler? Okay. That looks pretty good. The silver actually looks pretty dang good too, even though it's only one layer. So I guess we can call this the spear done. Eat a spleen or talk to Ed Sheeran? I gotta hand it to you. These are some well thought out rhymes. They're weird, but well thought out, I have to say. Pleasant run, I would say. Rather go for a pleasant run than look at the sun. I'd rather keep my ability to see. I already have to wear glasses, bro. I can't take much more eye damage. Is this guy gonna summon Bendy the Ink Demon, bro? Is Bendy gonna come and jump us because of this guy? Ink Machine. I have no idea what the lyrics for that song are. I played the first chapter of Bendy the Ink Machine recently. And I'm like halfway through the second one. Should I stream that? Should I stream me playing Bendy and the Ink Machine? I kind of just started playing it without thinking about it, but... Honestly, that's a good thing to have. I've been intrigued. These are some interesting questions. Let's finish up the abdomen. Just finish painting that really quickly. screw it. That's good enough, I think. Forever, aka a long time, or do something clever, aka make him run. What is happening? Why is there a rhyming cult in my chat? I'm scared. I don't understand. That makes sense. I wouldn't like having glass in my liver. I think that would probably hurt. Once I know one. I mean, the world's a big place. I'm sure there's somebody who wants glass in their liver. Maybe multiple people. In dire mental situations. Have I played or like Monster Hunter? Monster Hunter. I don't think I've played it, no. I've played Dauntless, which I think is similar yet different. And I liked that until they changed a ton of stuff and made it more, scummy. But, you know, that kind of is just the usual story. Has animation started for the Shadow Dolls? Not yet, no. I have to finish this guy first before I can do the first animation. But the script for it, well, the general script for episode 1 and episode 2 are done. Episode 2 might change. I might rewrite episode 2. I'm not sure yet. We can hope not. I hope it is in a good spot, but I'll have to reread it and kind of like, because when I'm in this stage before actually starting production, a lot of stuff I get ideas that I like more than my previous ideas, so I go back and I change stuff to make it better. I won't be able to do that once I actually start animating it, so I kind of want to get it to a place where I'm like happy, where I'm like, okay, nothing major is gonna change at all now. But the first episode is gonna be a fight animation with a little bit of story, and it's actually gonna be a flashback. The first episode is gonna be. And then the second episode is where the show is really actually gonna start story-wise. And when that happens, I'm gonna need to actually get some voice actors, which is gonna be interesting, because I do not have the budget to pay voice actors. So maybe I'm just gonna have to go around my family and be like, yo, I have this character, I need you to voice them. Dauntless is basically a version of Monster Hunter. You are right about that. It is pretty much just Fortnite Monster Hunter. It is owned by where's the thing that goes in there? By Epic Games. Alright, where's the inside part of this? Is it this? Is this it? This is what goes on here. And then this goes over top of that. Hold on, you would think I would understand how these guys work after putting so many of them together. Seeing that one character in that, I'm not kidding. I really should have. Thank you. Yeah, Elizabeth. Oh, she's actually right here. She is extremely fun. Still needs to have her dress changed. She doesn't wear a dress, but I'm hoping to. I have Will to do, and then I've got one more main character to make. I'll keep that in mind, Toy Elder. Thank you so much. Sup, the JB Films. Welcome, my mans. Alrighty, you have a good time at work, that one guy. Thank you for joining us. You have a good night as well. Yeah, I'll bestow upon you some, I don't think, spoilers for the Shattered Isles. Really? It's just character attributes. Elite here is 7 feet tall. Elizabeth is 6 feet and like 10 inches tall, but are pretty much, but they're the same size figure wise, but like character wise, she's supposed to be 6'10". Will is 6 feet tall, if I remember correctly. I'll have to check that. Discord, Will, my mans, how tall are you? Yeah, you're 6 feet tall. Yeah, they do. Most of the time, the camera angle is pointed down at them, so they do look shorter. But they also, these two, because they're the only 2 finished figures I have, you don't really ever see how big they are compared to other people. But yeah, they're pretty damn huge. Yeah, Elite is actually the main character of the series. Yeah, Elite, I actually designed Elite for the Shattered Isles first, and then he became my mascot. So. Loki could tell the ending based on their height. I know, I've said too much. I've revealed too much crucial information. Y'all are gonna figure out all the lore and all the story before I even get the first episode out. What have I done? Attack on Titan. Absolutely not, dude. I don't like Attack on Titan. The ending of that anime is horrible. My sister watched it, and it's time for Toy Theory. Welcome back, Internet. It's time for Toy Theory. Okay. What else do I need to paint? Now I need to paint the pants, which means I need a clean slate. So, I will be right back. I'm gonna go clean this off, and also grab some food. So it should not take too long. I'm gonna pose this guy here for y'all to look at. And, oh, hold on. There you go. And, yeah, I will be back. I'm back, everybody. Sorry for the wait. We have a nice, clean thing. It's beautiful. Beautiful, clean paint plate. So, let's see. We've got, what pieces do I need? This. These can be painted black. This and this for right now. So let's actually put here. Put the plate. Let's grab some black. Let's move it. Damn. You good, Ollie? Just smashed his head into the light above him. Alright, let's put some black down. That's quite a bit of black. Didn't expect to put that much down, but screw it. Let's put even more. I am gonna need a good bit, actually. What's up? I have returned. A nice clean plate. It's beautiful. Alrighty, I'll see you later, my mans. Damn, what the frick? I can't open this white paint. We'll open this white paint then. Freaking fingers, that hurt. Let's do that, and then we add a little bit of red to that. Just a tiny little bit. Boop. Just like that. Perfect, perfect. And then we grab this sword. And we dry it off on this paper towel. And then let's use said sword to mix the paints. Mixy, mixy, mix, mix. Mix it up. Yeah, I've been trying to figure out how to do the clothing for some of the figures. Freaking don't like sewing all of the clothes. I mean, sewing is kind of relaxing, but it's definitely is a little difficult to get the right size for these figures, especially these guys like Elvie and Elizabeth, since they're technically bigger than a 1/12 scale. They're like closer to a 1/8. 1/8 scale is actually pretty damn hard to find. Hard to find patterns for. Okay, we're gonna bump up the amount of red. Okay. Screw it, I think that's good enough. So let's start with this piece. Let's get a new piece of paper towel since we've pretty much used up that other one. also thought about taking the patterns that I make for the for Elite and Elizabeth, and also any patterns I make for like Will and them, and actually sharing them. I don't know, like maybe membership, or maybe I'll just share them for free. Honestly, we'll see. Kinda. Alright, there's that side of that done. So now let's do this side. Nice thing about darker paints is it takes less layers for them to look good. Which is good when you're going when you're trying to not put too much thickness onto these pieces, because when you assemble the T13s, you don't want too much extra thickness to the parts, otherwise it'll make them less nice to animate with, and sometimes it'll make it really hard to put them together as well and take them apart. There's that piece done. Or not done, but started. Start on this leg piece. And then for this guy, for Will, I think I might try to like paint some pockets onto his pants so that you can actually tell that they're supposed to be like jeans or something. That might be a good idea. I need some tweezers. Where did I put my tweezers? Right here. There. Let's have my tweezers so that I can actually paint more sides to this than just the one side at a time. Eliminate the problem of having my giant freaking fingers that aren't actually that big, but are when you're using on this side, this scale. Let's put that there. Okay, now let's actually do this piece, or maybe, come on, maybe do this piece actually. Piece right here. Let's grab it with the tweezers. Okay. Gonna need to grab it a little bit more. Sturdy of a hold on it. There we go. Whoops. Break. Whoops. My bad. My bad. Okay. Let's just put that right there. Yeah. Jeez. How crazy back pop that I just did. Okay. There we go. Landed perfectly. Let's go. Landed exactly on the side I wanted to put it on, anyways. Let's do this little tiny piece really quickly. We'll do that by putting the tweezer in the connection port and kind of letting it do its thing. Okay. Oh boy. Maybe having less paint on the brush for this little piece would be better, actually. Oh my gosh, where did that go? Okay. We're good. Everything is good. It went flying, but we got it back. That was a little spooky. Okay. Now that this should be pretty much dry. Got a little bit of stuff still wet, but I can just avoid holding the wet stuff. Let's finish this piece. There we go. And let's do the bottom here. And just like that, we have one thigh done. Now the feet are going to be a different color. They're going to be black. I guess maybe I should do this big part, this big one then. Or start on the big one at least. You mind
telling me what you're doing? Finishing this fight.
Let's paint that. There we go. Looking good. do this bit here. Let's get a little less paint on the brush for this one. There we go. Perfecto. Let's put that just like that. And then let's do the other side of this. Ready? Perfecto. Okay. That's two of the pieces completely done. That's three of the pieces pretty much completely done. There we go. Now we can do this piece. At least almost like 90% of it we can do. Let's get a little bit of water up in here so that the paint runs a little bit better. There we go. Okay, let's do the ending. Perfect. And then do. Let's see, what else do we have to do? Got this. Let's do the other side of this piece. Okay. Piece is still drying. That's pretty much. Let's do this piece anyways. I know it's still technically drying, but it's alright to do. The other half of it. So let's do the back half of this piece. Okay. I think that's it. So now we just have to wait for that stuff to dry and then we can assemble that leg. We've got this bit as well. Well, once that's done, we've got this leg to do as well. And, oh, that's kind of blurry. This leg, which is his right leg. Still gotta do that one. But once that's done, the figure is pretty much complete. Just gotta do his face, which I have to draw some eyes for. And could actually find both of them. Got one here. This right here is Will's usual weapon. He has two of these swords. But for this animation that I'm gonna do for the collab, he'll be using a spear. But so I should probably paint these as well, and I'll probably make them silver, I'm thinking. To kind of contrast with his red color scheme that he'll have going on with his shirt. But yeah, there we go. This one might be though, so let's put this together. So first we squeeze those two together just like that. There we go. Hold on. You must have missed a little bit. Gotta paint that really quickly. There's a little bit of the skin tone showing on this piece. Let's fix that really quickly. There we go. Hey, Spark After Dark, welcome back. We have almost the entirety of the left leg done. We're now gonna paint the left foot. Where's my black paint? Black paint, hello? Where'd I put you? Ah, there you are. Got black paint. chop some of that down really quickly. This up, and then we're just kind of waiting for a few of the pieces to dry, and then we can assemble the leg, which will be good. Kind of get to see what it'll actually end up looking like at the end of it. Okay. And there. Is part of the foot done. Let's put that in there. Let's grab this. Let's start putting it together. Screw it. Why not? Put those two pieces together, so now we have the hip. The hip construction done, and then with the leg, take this, slide it into there, click that in, take this, this in, there we go, just like that. And this piece we take and we slide into here, like this. Oh, okay, went a little past, but that's fine. There we go. Yeah, I did put it in the right area, okay. Then snap that there. Most fun part of the process? Ooh, that's a tough one. I feel like a lot of the process is like sections of it is fun in different ways. I really like just actually doing the animation. I do really enjoy that. Like once you get into the flow of it. Once you've taken your first few frames and you've done some movement and then you just you get into your flow state, that's really fun. I like set building to an extent. I mean, I like putting it together and like, if it comes out well, if I like really try to put one together and it comes out well, I really like that feeling. But probably set building probably is one of my least favorite parts if I had to choose. Animating walk cycles and just stuff that the figures that have, like, the figures have to stand, like, have a stand for. I don't really like animating that kind of stuff. It just is annoying. But, you know, it has to be done. And sometimes it turns out really well. But I think my favorite part, if I had to choose, is probably playing your animation back after, like, animating for 10 minutes straight, and then just kind of, and you've been playing it back multiple times what you've just animated to make sure it looks good, but then you take a second and you go back to the beginning and you watch it all the way through, and sometimes I find myself saying, damn, I animated that? That's crazy. And that is always a really fun time. I forget how this joint works. Hold on, Elizabeth. Sorry to barge in here, but I gotta check how your joints work again. That's right, there's that piece. So where is that piece for you, Will? Will? Where's that piece? There it is, right there. Good stuff, okay. Let's snap that on. I think this is the way that goes, and then after that, this snaps on. I have a suspicion that's not how it goes. Maybe it is. I guess it is. Okay. Anyways. Yeah, the setting is sometimes pretty annoying. Alrighty, well, we've got part of the pants done. And honestly, it's looking pretty good. We're gonna ignore the fact that his pants really... I mean, okay, they don't match Elite's legs at all. They're a totally different shade. That's good to know. Would have been unfortunate if they were, like, the exact same. But... yeah, sometimes when, like, as an animator, I feel like most people do it, but as an animator, it hits different because you know you could do it, but you just don't have the motivation or something, is when you listen to a song, and you start envisioning how that song would go with, like, an animation, like a fight scene or something. And I freaking, like, adore that feeling, because I'm like, oh, that would be dope. But then, you know, reality strikes, and I'm like, oh, right, if I was to actually want to make that, I would have to actually make it. You know? So, that is a struggle. I think... let's finish this shoe really quickly. Finish the shoe. Finish the shoe. Yeah. Sometimes you get sucked into having our own little world, and then we realize that outside of our own little world, there's also this real world that's going on, and it kind of sucks. I ain't gonna lie. Like, what do you mean I have to sink 10 hours into an animation to actually be able to have a real animation of what I have in my head? It is rough. Alright. Almost done with this. Yeah, sometimes it feels like I envision and act out animations I want to make more than I actually make animations. But I'm trying to fix that. I'm trying to get into the mindset of when I have an idea for an animation to just go for it, you know? Just say screw it. What do you use to edit videos? I use a program, the free version of a program called DaVinci Resolve on Windows. I don't remember if it's also on Mac or not. It might be. I know it's not on mobile, unfortunately. Because it is like a very heavy-duty editing software. Like Adobe Acrobat or whatever that editing software is called. After Effects. That's it. Adobe After Effects. It's on par with that. I like dogs. Welcome. What's up? Da-da-da-da-da. Okay, let's let this foot dry a little bit more, and then we'll paint the bottom of it. We'll do then we'll attach it to the body. Plunk. Let's also start disassembling this leg. Got that piece. Let's take this piece off. Come on. Come on. There we go. Yeah. I used that too. Yeah, DaVinci Resolve is really, really fun. I like using it. I also, for most of my effects, like, if you go and watch my animations with Elite using his lightning abilities, most of those I made by myself on Procreate Dreams. I used to just use Procreate, and now I've upgraded to using Procreate Dreams. But Procreate Dreams, and I then export it and move it over to my computer and put it in DaVinci. I should really make an effects pack, both for myself and for other people to use, because I do dislike having to draw lightning by hand every time I want Elite to do lightning stuff. I should really just sit down one day and just go ham and just draw a ton of effects so that can be used in a ton of different ways. What am I painting? I am painting this figure who is the character Will in my original series, The Shattered Isles, that I am currently writing. And he's a buff dude. I just realized, now that I've actually done his legs, he does look like he skipped leg day a little bit. Which is very funny. I find that very funny. We'll see if it looks better when he actually has a tank top on. I don't know. But anyways, let's get to painting the other leg. I have so many. I really want to. It's a constant battle that I have of wanting to finish these figures, so that I have so many ideas in my head to animate for them, like memes and vines that I want to animate with these characters. But I have to get the characters done to do that, and so I really want to finish the characters. But then I have this little issue known as procrastination, and I procrastinate until I no longer want to finish the character. So sometimes it's just good. I just realized that's probably really loud when I put my drink right next to the microphone. My bad. My bad, y'all. But that's why it's sometimes good to just sit down, hit the go live button, and just say, I'm gonna paint. So that I actually get it done. Because it forces me to lock in. To lock in, mate. Alright, let's start with let's get some water on this brush first of all. Let's mix some water up in here. Let's put the water or start painting this thigh piece. Do 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 do. Yeah, especially I like painting. It is relaxing. I struggled with finding the skin tone because making skin tones is really hard. Or like making the skin tone isn't too hard. It's a little difficult, but it's not too hard once you actually know how to do it. It's then replicating that skin tone when you run out of paint and you have to mix up more of that skin tone. If it is even slightly off, it looks weird. And I feel like Will, even his arms and head and his chest, I'm not sure if you can see it on camera. I hope not. But in person, there is an ever so slight skin tone difference. And I'm just like, I really don't want to have to go and repaint that, but I also really don't want that to show up on camera. Sharing the work you've made is one of my favorite parts of the process. Yeah, true that. It is very fun. It's very fun to, like, share the work and get people's opinions on it, and also just while making it, have people to talk to and kind of give feedback on it. That's always fun. I think it's part of our human nature to yearn for community. And then the other part of my nature is like, no, just don't ever stream again and never talk to another living soul except for the people you already know. And I'm like, okay, I'd rather not do that, but also I would rather do that. That's kind of why my stream schedule is so just wonky. Because sometimes I want to stream, and other times I would really rather not. And then sometimes I'm like, I don't really want to stream, but I'm gonna force myself to, and I think I'll start enjoying it once I get going. It's really a mixed bag, honestly. I don't know. You know what I should stream? I should stream myself playing TF2 at some point. That would be fun. I haven't played TF2 in a hot minute, but I love that game. Other stream viewer Maggie has been trying to convince me to play this game called Deadlock, but I looked at some of the gameplay and I have to say, I'm not really the biggest of fans. I don't really like third-person team shooters. I like FP first-person more. Third-person is just kind of weird to me. I say as I play Marvel Rivals, but Marvel Rivals is just, I play that and I play it just because it's Marvel. There we go. Beautiful. Oh, my dogs are barking. I mean, the thing, I need to, I would do Marvel Rivals, yeah. I could stream Marvel Rivals. Deadpool just recently came out. I haven't actually played as him yet. I'm not sure if I will be able to. I probably will, even though I'll suck at it. Just because Deadpool is one of my favorite superheroes. Anti-hero, technically. One of my favorite characters. There we go. So I'll probably not be good at him, but I probably will play him anyways. Because let's be real, if you're not playing your favorite hero in Marvel Rivals, what are you doing? You know? They have multiple of my favorite characters in Marvel Rivals too, actually, because they have Deadpool, they have Daredevil, which is like probably my favorite superhero, and then they have Wolverine. Spider-Man I love, of course, but I probably would never play him because he's just so fast-paced. Swag Dog, yo, what's up? What's good, my mans? Welcome to the stream. We'd be painting like crazy. You know. Yo! You need to send me a picture of that custom fig immediately, my mans. I want to see this beauty. Also, I am honored. Like, thank you. The fact that you actually took time to make a custom figure for me is amazing. How to send a picture of me? I think if you go, I don't know how this works, even though it's on my channel. I don't know how it works, but hold on, let me check. If you go to YouTube and go to my channel, I think there should be a community tab that viewers can comment on and post in. Visit community. I think this is, some other people have posted photos here. I don't know how they did it, but there is a way to post them on my community tab on YouTube. Hold on. How the frick do I Bro, you're my favorite YouTuber. That means so much to me, man. Thank you. Thank you so much. You a G. So, alright, let's do this piece now. A little bit of water. Spread this out a little bit so that there's not so much paint on there. Okay, there we go. And let's also paint this bottom side really quickly. There we go. Can we collab? If you want to do a collab, I have a collab going on for multiple people right now. What is the video called? Bro, I can't even find my own video. That's crazy. I am freaking... What am I doing, dude? What am I doing? Guys. There it is. Okay, I found it. The animation collab announcement video. Jeez. That is rough. The fact that I scrolled past that at least 5 times before I actually... Oof. That is one thing I need to work on, is probably thumbnails. There's such an afterthought that I do. I make the animation and then I'm like, oh frick, I need a thumbnail. And then I'm like, oh, just take this picture. We'll see if that works. Righty. That's this one done. That's still drying. So let's do this now. Yeah, I do 2D thumbnails for my gaming channel, actually. It's time consuming to actually draw each thumbnail, but I do like how they come out most of the time. Speaking of gaming channel, my gaming channel is back. Don't expect a regular upload schedule or anything, but I am gonna be uploading gaming videos there again. I've got one done, that is kind of scuffed as hell, but you know, it's there. And there should be a Hightail one coming soon when I actually get around to editing the video that I have for the recording. But yeah, and I'm hoping I'll just be able to record some fun games with my buddies and just edit those, upload them, like Stick Fight. I want to play Stick Fight really badly. Such a fun game. Dude, can you voice in one of my series? I would definitely give it a go. Not sure if I can voice in a ton of it, because I'm pretty busy getting all this Shutter Island stuff done. But I will definitely, if you hit me up with my business email, let me see if I can actually put that in the chat. No. Frick, dude. Rest in peace. God. I'm so sorry. That's... That is actually so sad. Progress not saving is the worst thing to happen to any artist ever. Let's see. How much progress did you lose? Like, please tell me it wasn't too much. Oof! Having to restart is freaking diabolical. That's insane. Dear Lord. What the frick? Okay. Hold on. I'm currently trying to find my email. New email address. There we go. Okay. What the frick just happened? What did I just do? What am I doing? I don't know. I'm a YouTuber and I don't even know how to operate YouTube. This is bad news bears. Copy that. There we go. Okay, and now 2 months of... Okay, you're joking. Okay, good. Oh, I was about to... Oh my gosh. Dude, you gave me a heart attack. You can't joke like that, dude. You can't joke like that. Also, anyways, let me send that in chat and probably pin message. There we go. There's my my business email. So if you ever want to contact me about like voice acting in a project or anything, send it to that and I will get around to it. Does that happen with stop motion? Luckily, stop motion is pretty... I haven't had it happen. I use Stop Motion Studio Pro, and it has crashed on me. But luckily, it doesn't really ever delete any progress, because with your camera, as soon as you take the photo, you do at least, like, the photo is still there. You already took it. So it's kind of like it saves every time you take a photo. For me, at least. Even though it's crashed multiple times, and then I open it up and nothing has been lost. So that's always nice. Editing, however, editing gaming videos, editing stop motion videos, I have lost a lot of work on those before, because I didn't save or because it crashed. That was rough. I tell ya what, that was a doozy. A doozy. But, you know, we stand back up and we move along. Now let's put that there. Get that, that's done. Alright, time to do this piece, and this is like the last piece, I think, and we'll be done. I'll still have one more foot to do, but that won't be hard at all. Let's grab our tweezers. Get the tweezers in there. Start painting. A 3D model? Damn. That would be dope. I would love to see that. I've always wanted to 3D model, make a 3D model of Elite, but I ain't much of a 3D modeler. As in, I make small things for my figures, and that's it. Like Elite's head that I 3D printed off. But, you know, that's like a ball. It's pretty much just a ball with 2 cylinders on it, so it's pretty easy to do. I like to think that Elite's design is pretty simple and pretty easy to replicate. Because he is really just, like, his head. I feel like the hardest part of him isn't even his head, it's just, it's his hoodie. I think the easiest part is his face, because it's just a circle, and then, a cylinder, another cylinder, and 2 yellow circular eyeballs. That's it. He's pretty easy to make / draw. Let's do this. Dark Galaxy, hello! How's it going? Welcome to the stream. You're currently painting. Okay. Freaking thumb. Ow, it hurts. Ugh. Ouch. Poor thumb freaking is cramping. Big oof. Right there. That's a big oof. It's going good. How about you? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Finally, actually painting this figure and no longer procrastinating about it, which is always a good time. Oh, I just have to beat the procrastination and make Elizabeth a new outfit. Which means I need to do some sewing, and I want to really not mess that up, because I don't want to use up all the fabric that I have. What am I making for Elizabeth, sewing-wise? I am making a raincoat for her. A blue raincoat for her character. Which has some lore implications and story implications, which I will not tell right now. For that would be spoiling. And we don't like spoiling things now, do we? Alrighty, Spark After Dark. Have a good night, my mans. Sleep well. Thank you for joining. Let's question. Yeah, what's up? What is your question, my mans? Like, voice act wise? For a meme? Maybe, sorta. Like, do you want me to just say them on stream, or do you want me to send you an actual audio file of me saying something? It's about tea. I do love myself some tea. Intriguing. Send audio. I can send you audio if you want to tell me what you want me to say. I'll think about it. Depends on what I'm saying. They're not all agree or not, but if I'm down, I'll send you an audio of me and record an audio file for you. For sure. I did make several videos about it. As long as it's not inappropriate or takes a like very extreme political side, then I'm good. I'm down for it. As long as it doesn't go against my beliefs, and it doesn't sound like it will, because anything about tea being good, then that's within my beliefs. I believe tea is good. I mean, I think it's the nectar of the gods, but, you know, I don't think everybody agrees about that. Now politics? Good. Then yeah, I'll send something. Just give me what you need me to say. I like dogs. You have a question. What's up, my mans? What is your question?
You mind telling me what you're doing? Finishing this fight.
How did you come up with the design of your character? Through years and years of trial and error. Actually, would you guys like a video of the different designs Elite went through? Like his all the incarnations Elite went through before he landed on, you know, Elite. I feel like that would be a fun video. It would be probably a 2D animated one, because I can't actually make all of the incarnations of Elite in stop motion. That would take a long time, and I don't want to do that, so I'll probably do a 2D animation of it. Okay, if you guys want to see that, I'll do that then. And Strike Dog, it's you stealing tea from the supermarket. That sounds funny. I will voice that. Yeah, but if you do want tips about how to make it, how I made Elite, I basically wanted to make a round friendly character, So, and he used to be more detailed. He used to have a different shaped head, but then I realized I just liked drawing him as a circle more. It was more fun and easier, so his head became a circle. His eyes, I didn't really want to have him have a mouth because I was like, if he's going to be a stop motion animator or stop motion figure, I don't want to have to animate a mouth. I'll just animate his eyes. So that's why he only has eyes. And why his face is technically a screen, so I can put a ton of other stuff other than eyes on there. Lore wise, not his eyes are actually paper in real life. And then I did a hoodie because I like hoodies. Why I added the gas canisters is because they help break up the circular silhouette a little bit. And I like gas masks. I don't know why I like gas masks. I just do. They look kind of cool to me for whatever reason. I don't know why. But yeah. Is he a Sticky Bones figure? He used to be. He used to be a Sticky Bones figure. In fact, everybody say that he's retired now, so he no longer gets animated with, and it seems he's lost his head. Hold on, where'd that go? There it is. He's retired, but everybody say hello to the old Elite figure. Look at this. Old Elite. His head, let's break this down. He used to be a Sticky Bones figure that I bought for about, oh my gosh, oh frick, it grabbed the tweezers. That's not what I wanted you to do. I bought the Sticky Bones on sale for like $60. Usually they're expensive now as well. The hands are 3D printed. They used to not be. The hands used to be just the Sticky Bone hands, but then I 3D printed these dummy 13 hands and modified them to have ball joints to fit the actual. Okay, come on, hoodie, move the actual Sticky Bones joints because the hands need to have the ball joints. So I 3D printed those, and then the head I 3D printed. Old Elite reveal no way. Lore. Not Shattered Isles lore, but channel lore, yes. Anyways, so this right here, hold on, let's move that to be right there. Change the focus a little bit maybe. Can I change the focus? No? Okay, whatever. Anyways, the face plates come off, and I printed a ton of different face plates with a ton of different eyes. Very inefficient way of doing the face change, but it's what I thought of at the time. How do I switch out the eyes? For the old one, I told you I had those face plates. For the new guy, for new Elite, they're actually just cardstock, and so I just put them on. I just have sticky tack on his face, and I literally just stick the eyes to him. And so then I have a ton of different eye cutouts that I have on paper, and they're very easy to make, as opposed to having to 3D print a new faceplate for every type of eye. It also means I can actually move the eyes around. In some of my animations with the new Elite, you'll see his eyes look around without his head moving. That's because of the paper eyes. Would I say that Sticky Bones are worth buying? If they were on sale, yes. They are very good figures. And they go on sale very often. So wait until it goes on sale. Don't buy it at full price. They go on sale literally like every holiday. It seems. I feel like they go on sale. There's a back to school sale. There's a Black Friday sale. I think there's like a a spring sale or something. But I really like my Sticky Bones. I changed him to be why I switched from this to a Dummy 13 is just so that he would be more compatible with the other figures that I have. But they are, yeah, they are very expensive. I don't think I would buy another one because they are so expensive. I thought about before I made the switch for Elite, and I had him as a Sticky Bones too. I thought about getting a white Sticky Bones for Elizabeth. For Elizabeth here. But then I realized that's kind of expensive and I don't want to do that. So I turned Elite into a Dummy 13 that I had modified, and I then just made everybody's a Dummy 13 now on my channel. But they are very, very high quality. I mean, $100 is insane, but I understand why they're $100. They're made very well. They're not 3D printed or anything. They're very, very sturdy. The limbs are very hard to like disconnect, so they stick together very well. You can't see it because I have sticky tack on this foot, but underneath this sticky tack and right here, there's magnets. Magnets which stick to metal, which is very fine. Hold on. The hands, the original hands that go to Sticky Bones have like articulable fingers and have a magnet on them so their hands can hold onto metal things, and so they're very high quality. And they also have a like a really good thing where if any of the parts break for this, they will just give you a new one, pretty much, I think, which is very cool. I've had no parts break though, so that's very nice. Titan 13, I thought you had a Titan. Fun fact, Titan 13s and Dummy 13s are practically the exact same thing. They are pretty much just the exact same thing. I have a Dummy 13. All of my figures are Dummy 13s that I 3D printed myself. But Titan 13 is, I think, the company that sell Dummy 13s. They call them Titan 13s. But they're pretty much just the exact same thing. I mean, they make some cool custom ones, but at the end of the day, the actual file, the original one that the person made, is called Dummy 13. Then a company is called Titan 13 that prints a ton of those Dummy 13s and sells them as Titan 13s. You should bring back Old Elite as a meme. I probably will at some point. Honestly, I think I probably will. I still have all the parts to him on all those faceplates, so I can always use him at some point. His hoodie needs to be washed, but I probably will never wash it because I think this thing would fall apart in the washing machine. Well, definitely in the washing machine. I think it would just, it's already fraying. This hoodie is already fraying. The new hoodie is just superior in every way. Freaking round of applause to my mom for her sewing on that hoodie. Actually, beautiful job. Justice for Old Elite. Free Old Elite. No. Old Elite is dead. Look at that. He doesn't even have eyes. He's dead. Rest in peace. He shall remain gone until a later date at some point. How long is the print time for a Demi 13? Well, it depends on the Demi 13. Like Elite, he's a 150 scale or Demi 13. So he took, I don't even remember, a few hours for sure. W Elite's mom, absolutely. W mom, she's amazing. She's helped so much with freaking the Shattered Isles stuff. Both for me rambling about the story and stuff, and her asking questions and being genuinely interested, and her helping me actually do sewing for them and stuff. She's awesome. Have a animation where the old Elite's in a cage getting the key and running. Honestly, I need to find a good meme audio that like has that would have old Elite show up. Okay, what am I doing? I need to finish this piece of the leg really quickly. And this is the last piece of the leg, I think. Alrighty, let's do that, and then that is that part of the leg done. This part of the leg done. This part of the leg done. We gotta do this foot. This part of the leg is also done. Let's start putting it together. Alright, I like dogs. See you later, my man's free old Elite. It's not happening. He's staying in the dungeon. He's locked away. He'll never see the light. Until I need him for a meme. I wish I had money for your membership. You know what? I appreciate you joining these streams and watching my videos more than you giving me money for a membership. Honestly, I don't expect people to give me money for that membership. You don't really get much right now. We will not forget this injustice. Who won't forget it? Old Elite's dead. He's forgotten everything. May I remind you, he has lost his head. His head has detached from his body. He's gone. It's time to move on. Look at this new Elite. Instead, he's so much better. He's so much rounder. So much better. Bringing old Elite back for April Fools would actually be an amazing idea. Do you remember me from other videos? I do. I do remember you from other videos and other live streams you've been in. Honestly, I should just post a video on April Fools just with the old Elite and just not even mention it. Just act like it's a normal video. Act like nothing's wrong, and then the next day just go back to the new Elite. That would be funny. Just be like, what the frick? Why do you change character models again? Alrighty, now let's finish putting black on this shoe. That's not black, that's gray. What am I doing? What am I doing, bro? Wipe the gray off. Wipe the gray off. Get the gray out of here. We're not putting gray on the shoes. An ad? YouTube's still giving me ads, bro? They actually giving me ad revenue? That's crazy. It's hilarious to me. I don't mind at all because I do this for fun and more as a hobby. But it is very funny to me how I got two videos of mine got thrown into the algorithm and blew up a ton. And then as soon as I got got eligible for ad revenue, YouTube was like, "All right, we gotta stop putting this guy's videos into the algorithm. We gotta stop now." It's so freaking hilarious. Honestly, though, I thought the getting like verified for getting eligible for ad revenue was gonna take me freaking so long, like at least another year. I literally was talking to my sister and I was like, yeah, 5-year goal would be to get actually 1,000 subscribers and be eligible for ad revenue. I was like, that's probably my 5-year long goal. 1-year long goal would be getting the first episode of The Shattered Isles out. I said that to my sister, and then like 2 weeks later, I was over 1,000, almost at 6,000, and I was like absolutely just so flabbergasted. I was like, huh? What do you mean? What happened? Why did this happen? Who are all of you people? Yeah, this K-pop Demon 100 thing is over 100,000. I think it's over 200,000, right? Now? It blew up and then it immediately stopped getting views, which makes sense. It's almost at 400,000 views. It's at 381,000. That's insane. Actually bonkers, dude. Like, absurd. Right? That's absurd. And then you look at the next video and it's 616 views. And 616 views, I was like, that's freaking already a ton of people. I can't fit that many people in my house. Like, I can't, that amount of people wouldn't fit in my house, let alone 381,000. Like, dear Lord. Chill out, YouTube. Don't chill out. I appreciate it, but like, you know, at least give a fella a warning next time, maybe. Just a little warning. That would be nice. You're my favorite YouTuber because you look and respond to everybody's comments. Well, yeah. I appreciate all of you. And it's freaking an honor that you would actually stop and watch my videos at all. So, the fact that you leaving a comment or liking, it's freaking... I appreciate it so much. Oh, close to 500. Let's go. Get this man to 500 subscribers right now. Right freaking now, boys. We have a mission. What do I need? Let's start assembling the leg. Start assembling the leg. Get 1,000 views on each short, but no one comments or likes. Yeah, people don't seem to comment or like on shorts as much. Also, I feel like I should probably start posting actual shorts, shouldn't I? I just don't. I don't do it, but I probably should. I probably should. It's just, I don't actually like watching shorts all that much. Because I'm like, it destroys the freaking attention span. But, you know, I probably should do it. Should probably do it, even if I don't really want to. At least post some of the shorter animations I post. As shorts, probably. Right? Okay. Let's put that there. Hold on. Whoops. Okay, gotta take that off. Then put that there. Then put this on top of that. I want you to get to 10k subs by the end of 2026. That would be crazy. I would appreciate it like crazy. I would probably wake up one day and fall out of my bed if I saw that. I'll be real. Guess what mama is? Alright, let's put the feet on. Backrooms found footage series. Ooh. Very cool. I do dig the backrooms. Alright. Let's do this. Clean up that brush again. Get some more black. Gonna land where all the red is. There we go. Let's go. Dark Galaxy, I haven't posted in a month. I feel like fun fact in my channel, I hit a dry spell about when was it? When did I start doing weekly animations? That was a big step. Was doing weekly animations. I never used to do that. I used to just animate when I had an idea and when I felt like animating, and then I would post it, and it was not great for my my upload schedule. I think at one point I went like 2 to 3 months without uploading, and I was like, this is bad. So then I was like, okay, you know what? New year, new me, I'm posting weekly. Do your channel members get shouted out by the end of each vid? Not every video, because I do a video weekly, and sometimes the animation is like, you know, 2 seconds long. So it would be long, the more of the video would be shouting out members than the actual animation. But for my big animations, like the Shattered Isles or any big animation that I do, they will be put in the credits, yeah. I'll shout them out. And anybody who is a member or buys any of my merch gets their name put into the credits for the Shattered Isles. if you're a member, you get your name put in the credits as long as you are a member. And if you buy merchandise, then, or merch, like a shirt or something, then you're in there for however long the series goes on for. Alright, let's see. Is this foot ready? Okay, let's put a little bit more black on that bit of it, and there. There we go. Then we let that dry. Put the foot on there. Support thing? Money symbol right after chat. Oh, like live stream support. Yeah, I can give a shout out if you want me to do that in my next video, in my next animation or something. Or, let's see, what do I want to do for this foot? You deserve 1 million subscribers. You're really good at aiming. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Not sure how I would mentally handle having 1,000,000 subscribers. That's a lot of people, but I appreciate it. Okay, where is... Do I have... I already put it on this thing. I can say that for sure. I can record never. Where's the never in that? Oh, never has another line. Okay. Yeah, I can record that and send it to you. Do you have an email that you want me to send it to? Or how do you want me to get it to you? Alrighty, there we go. There he is in all of his glory except for his hands. He doesn't have his hands yet. And he doesn't have his eyes and mouth yet. I gotta put those on later. But let's give the turnaround. There we go. Well, I probably have hands somewhere to put on him. Around here somewhere. Do these fit? It's too big of a hand. Okay. All in one. There we go. Where can I send you the lines? If you have an email, you could send me your email to send your email to my email, and I could send it to you that way. I don't really know. But, I could just stop the music and say it on stream if you want to record your screen or something. And just in a YouTube doesn't allow you to actually send the email on YouTube. No, unfortunately not. For me, it's not. It doesn't show up. I do indeed see that. So let me copy that down. And then I'm going to delete that so that nobody on the stream can send you random emails, because that would be dangerous. Okay, cool. Alrighty. I've got that written down, so at some point when I have time, I'll record those lines and send them to you. Okay. Anyways, let's what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was gonna do this really quickly. Yeah, I'll send you the files. Toon Squid, eh? Yeah. That is a pretty good one. Okay, well, unfortunately, the spear does not fit in his hands because it's painted. I'm gonna have to reprint the spear at a smaller size. But, I was gonna pose him with the spear, but whatever. We'll pose him with one of his swords instead. Do a real quick pose. Here we go. I don't know where his second sword is right now. I'll pick up at some point, but alrighty, well. There we go. Finished the painting. At some point, I'll have to paint his hands, but I have to paint all of the interchangeable hands for him, so that's going to be a whole nother process of itself, which I will do at a later date. Right now, I'll probably focus on getting his eyes and mouth done and getting his shirt done. But yeah. Do you have CFS? I'm not sure if I know what CFS means. Yeah, I'll send those lines, maybe not tonight, but tomorrow I'll try to do it. Oh, multicolor print. Yeah, I do. I do have, for my 3D printer, I can print in multiple colors. Yeah. It is very handy. Damn. Yeah. One thing about multicolor prints, though, is they use up a lot more filament than you would if you just print in one color. Because the amount of filament that they discard when switching between colors is pretty substantial, actually, when you look at it. Preacher poop, yep. They do make a mess with the amount of filament that they discard. I have a nice little spot for it to get shot into, so it's not too bad, but anyways, I think, how long have I been live? 2 hours and 52 minutes. Damn. Alrighty, well, I'm freaking starving. Big blueprint. Yeah, it is a lot of filament. Alrighty, well, I think that'll probably be it for this stream. See the lines now? I mean, I kind of want to give them a few takes just so that I can get the best sounding one. But, and then I'll send you the files tomorrow once I decide which ones I like the sound of more. Usually takes me a few tries to get into like the vibe of the character and stuff. The amount of times I have to reread and redo scripts that I've written for some of my videos is crazy. 6 p.m. tomorrow? Or 6 p.m. tonight. Tomorrow, okay. And 6 p.m. what time zone? Pacific? What time zone do you live in so that I can know what time 6 p.m. for you and me is, the differences? Okay, so Eastern. Two. So you're 2 hours ahead of me. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. So 6 for you would be would be 4 for me, I think, right? Yeah. Yeah. I can get those out sent to you by 4, I think. Or before 4. Let me set a timer quickly, or an alarm, so that I can remember. 3 p.m. Set it there. Okay. There we go. Reminder set. I will record those lines tomorrow and send it to you. I'll send it to you when it's done. Awesome. Look forward to seeing it. And with that cleared up, I will talk to you all later. Thank you all so much for joining the stream. It meant so much to me. I'm glad you guys enjoyed the chill painting stream. It's a little different from the gaming streams that I usually do, but it was pretty nice. And yeah, I'll talk to you all later. Have a good night or day, depending on where you are and what time zone you are in. And yeah, bye bye.